Hello students, I am Mrs. Kavita Upadhyay, your English teacher. I welcome all the students of class 9 to today's English class. Students, as you know that we are reading the second lesson of your prose and poetry book Beehive, the title of which is The Sound of Music, and this is the second part of the lesson. We read in the previous part, Evelyn Glennie is a multi-percussionist who cannot hear with her ears. She started losing her sense of hearing at the age of 8. You remember that? At the age of 11, it was found that she had lost her sense of hearing to a great extent due to slow nerve damage. But Evelyn wanted to lead a normal life and follow music. Most of her teachers thought that as she could not hear, she could not learn to play music. Ron Forbes, a percussionist, tuned drums to different notes and made her practice to feel the vibrations in different parts of her body. Ron Forbes, a percussionist, tuned drums to different notes and made her practice to feel the vibrations in different parts of her body. With her determination and hard work. She learned to play some 1,000 percussion instruments. She toured the United Kingdom with a youth orchestra. At the age of 17, she got admission to the famous Royal Academy of Music, London. She started giving solo performances now. Now let us read the lesson further. This is 5th paragraph. And for all this, Evelyn won't accept any hint of heroic achievement. If you work hard and know where you are going, you will get there. And for all this means for all her achievements. She won't accept any hint of heroic achievement. She does not want anybody to call it heroic, a great achievement, to become a great musician, to master 1,000 percussion instruments. She does not want it to be called heroic. If you work hard, she puts it in simple words. If you work hard and know where you are going, two things, hard work and taking the right direction which leads to success. If you are working in the right direction and if you are working hard, you will get there. That means you will achieve success. And she got right to the top. The world's most sought after multi-percussionist with a mastery of some 1,000 instruments and hectic international schedule. And she got right to the top. She got right to the top means she has become one of the top musicians in the world's most sought after multi-percussionist. She is a multi-percussionist. That means she plays several, in this case more than 1,000 percussion instruments, and she is the world's most sought after. Sought is the third form of seek. Seek means to try to find, to look for. People look for her. People wish to attend her concerts. That is why she is the most sought after multi-percussionist of the world, and she has the mastery of some 1,000 instruments. In this picture also you can see her playing some strange instrument. I don't know the name of this instrument, and hectic international schedule. And her international schedule, that means she performs in different parts of the world, and that keeps her very busy. Now strike out the wrong options. What are the conditions to achieve success according to Glennie? The first condition is you must know the people in high position to get success. Does Evelyn Glennie say so? No, she does not say so. Second is you must know where you are going. Does she say that to achieve success you must know where you are going? Yes, she says so. Third is you must have a lot of money. Does she say that in order to become successful, you must have a lot of money, you must be very rich? No, she does not say so. Fourth is, you must work hard. Yes, she says so. She says that if you work hard and if you know where you are going, you will get there. Now, sixth paragraph. It is intriguing to watch Evelyn function so effortlessly without hearing. In our 2-hour discussion, she never missed a word. It is intriguing. Intriguing means fascinating and strange. It is strange. How can someone function, work so effortlessly, so easily, without any difficulty, without hearing? She is not able to hear, but watching her, you cannot say that she is not able to hear because she works so easily, so effortlessly. In our 2-hour discussion, she never missed a word. I talked to her for 2 hours. Who says so? Deborah Cowley. The author says, I talked to her for 2 hours and she never missed a word. That means she could guess what I was saying, each and every word of it. Men with bushy beards give me trouble. She laughed. It is not just watching the lips, it is the whole face, especially the eyes. She speaks flawlessly with a Scottish lilt. She says, men with bushy beards give me trouble. And she laughs at it. Why? What kind of trouble she gets from the men with bushy beards, thick beards? It is not just watching the lips, because she finds it difficult to guess what they are saying, because she cannot watch their face, she cannot watch their lip movement, and it becomes difficult for her to guess what they are saying. It is not just watching the lips, it is the whole face and especially the eyes. She watches the lips, she watches the whole face and especially the eyes to guess what the other person is saying. And it becomes difficult with men with bushy beards. She speaks flawlessly with Scottish lilt. Flaw means some kind of mistake. Flawlessly means without any mistake. With Scottish lilt. You remember she comes from Scotland. So when she speaks, her accent is Scottish. Scottish lilt means rhythmically like the people of Scotland speak. My speech is clear because I could hear till I was 11, she says. But that doesn't explain how she managed to learn French and master basic Japanese. Now, Evelyn says that my speech is clear. Why? Because I could hear till I was 11. She was 11 years of age when she lost her sense of hearing completely. And that is why she is able to speak clearly. But that doesn't explain, that does not give the reason why or how she managed to learn 2 languages after she became deaf. She managed to learn French and she mastered basic Japanese. That means she learned 2 languages after becoming deaf and nobody can tell how. Now you have to tell whether these statements are true or false. We will take them one by one. First is, Evelyn finds it difficult to function without hearing. Evelyn finds it difficult to function without hearing. Is it true or false? It is false. It is intriguing to watch how she can function so effortlessly even without hearing. This is what the author says. Evelyn learnt English after becoming deaf. Evelyn learnt English after becoming deaf. Is it true? No, it is also false because she learnt English before she was 11. She could hear till the age of 11. She comes from Scotland where English is spoken. Evelyn knows French and Japanese languages. Is it true? Yes, it is true. The author says that it is really strange how she learned 2 languages after becoming deaf. Evelyn guesses what the other person is saying by watching their lips, face and eyes. Is it true? Yes, it is true. She cannot hear. She guesses what the other person is saying by watching their lip movement, their faces and especially the eyes. Now the 7th paragraph. As for music, she explains, it pours in through every part of my body. It tingles in my skin. It tingles in the skin, my cheekbones, and even in my hair. When she plays the xylophone, she can sense the sound passing up the stick into her fingertips. As for music, she explains, she says, as far as music is concerned, it pours in through every part of my body. Her body is so sensitive for music that it seems that it is flowing inside her body through every part of it. It tingles in the skin. It tingles means creates slight sensation in my skin, my cheekbones, and even in my hair. This is what she says. When she plays the xylophone, she can sense the sound passing up the stick into her fingertips. How she hears sound? By feeling the vibrations. When she plays the xylophone, she plays it with the sticks, and sticks, when they touch the xylophone, there are vibrations which pass through the stick and pour into her fingertip. In this way, she feels the music. By leaning against the drums, she can feel the resonances flowing into her body. On a wooden platform, she removes her shoes so that the vibrations pass through her bare feet and up her legs. By leaning against the drums, when she plays the drums, she bends over them and she feels the resonances. Resonances means vibrations coming from the drum. She feels flowing into her body, pouring into her body on a wooden platform. When she performs on a wooden platform, she removes her shoes. And now the feet are bare, that means naked, so that she can feel the vibrations pass through her bare feet up her legs. Why does Evelyn Glennie remove her shoes on a wooden platform? You have to choose the correct option. To pray to God. Second is to feel the vibrations of the sound. Third is to feel comfortable. What is the reason why she removes her shoes on a wooden platform? Yes, she removes it to feel the vibrations of the sound. Second is, how does Evelyn feel the sound? Through her ears. Second is by feeling the vibrations. She hears the sound through her ears? No, she hears it by feeling the vibrations. Eighth paragraph. Not surprisingly, Evelyn delights her audiences. In 1991, she was presented with the Royal Philharmonic Society's prestigious Soloist of the Year award. Not surprisingly, it is not surprising, not at all surprising that Evelyn delights, pleases her audience. When they listen to her music, they are delighted, they are pleased. In 1991, she was given the Royal Philharmonic Society's prestigious award. Which award? Soloist of the Year award. She got the Soloist of the Year award, which is quite prestigious, which is quite famous and respectable, and this is given by the Royal Philharmonic Society. Philharmonic is a person who has devoted his life to music. Says master percussionist James Blades, God may have taken her hearing, but he has given her back something extraordinary. What we hear, she feels far more deeply than any of us. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. Says master percussionist. Here is one more percussionist. His name is James Blades. He says about her, God may have taken her hearing. God has taken away her sense of hearing. But in return, he has given her something extraordinary. Extraordinary means something which is not ordinary, which normal people do not have. What we hear, what is extraordinary? What we hear through our ears, she feels far more deeply than any of us. We cannot feel the sound so well as she does. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. We thought that if you cannot hear the sound, you cannot play music. But she hears it more deeply. That is why her music is so beautiful. pick out the correct option. In 1991, Evelyn was given Soloist of the Year Award, admission to the Royal Academy of Music in London, a hearing aid by the specialist. What was she given in 1991? You have to choose the correct option. Yes, you're right. She got the Soloist of the Year Award in 1991 and it was given by the Royal Philharmonic Society. Now, ninth paragraph. Evelyn confesses that she is something of a workaholic. I have just got to work, often harder than classical musicians, but the rewards are enormous. Evelyn also gives free concerts in prisons and hospitals. Evelyn confesses. Confess means she admits that she is something of a workaholic. Workaholic means a person who is addicted to work, who has got to work harder and harder. I've just got to work, often harder than classical musicians. It is said that classical musicians worked very hard. They were always engrossed with music. But she says, I have to work harder than the classical musicians, but the rewards are enormous. She is loved by everybody. Her music is so beautiful. She is the most sought after multi-percussionist of the world. These are the rewards, and which are very big. Enormous means big. Evelyn also gives free concerts in prisons and hospitals, where she gives free concerts in prisons and hospitals, and regularly she performs internationally and in her own country also. So she performs for charity in prisons and hospitals. She also gives high priority to classes for young musicians. She gives classes to young musicians who wish to be big names in the field of music, and she gives high priority to it. That means she gives a lot of importance to these classes. Anne Richlin of the Beethoven Fund for Deaf Children. Who was Beethoven? Beethoven was an 18th century German musician, a very renowned one. In his name, there is a fund for the deaf children. Anne Richlin works for this fund, and he says about Evelyn, she is a shining inspiration for deaf children. She is an inspiration, a motivational force for the deaf children. They see that there is nowhere they cannot go. They see that Evelyn Glennie, in spite of being deaf, is one of the top musicians in the world, and they feel inspired and motivated, and they say that they can also achieve anything in life. Say whether true or false. You have to tell whether these statements are true or false. Evelyn gives free concerts in prisons and hospitals. Is it true? Yes, it is true. She gives free concerts or charity in prisons and hospitals. Evelyn works very hard. Yes, she says that I am a workaholic. Workaholic is a person who is addicted to work, who has got to work harder and harder. Evelyn does not inspire the deaf children. Does Evelyn inspire the deaf children? She does not inspire, or does she inspire the deaf children? She inspires the deaf children. Anne Richlin says that she is a shining inspiration for the deaf. So, this statement is wrong. She inspires the deaf children. This is correct. Evelyn Glennie has already accomplished more than most people twice her age. She has brought percussion to the front of the orchestra and demonstrated that it can be very moving. Evelyn Glennie has already accomplished more than most people twice her age. Twice means 2 times. That means double. People double her age have not achieved so much, have not got so much of success as Evelyn has already accomplished. She has brought percussion to the front of the orchestra. Earlier it was thought that percussion instruments are the instruments which can be played in accompaniment with other instruments. But now these can be used for solo performances, like Evelyn in this picture is performing in the front of the orchestra. So she brought percussion instruments to the front of the orchestra and demonstrated that it can be very moving. And demonstrated means showed by giving examples that this can be very inspiring and moving. She has given inspiration to those who are handicapped. People who look to her and say, if she can do it, I can. And not the least, she has given enormous pleasure to millions. She has given inspiration to those who are handicapped. Handicapped, you all know, are the people with physical disability. The people who look to her and say, people look up to her and say, if she can do it, I can. She can also not hear anything, but she is a great musician. So I can also achieve anything. No hurdle, no challenge is too big for anybody. And not the least, she has given enormous pleasure to millions. And she has given big pleasure, a lot of pleasure to millions of people, millions of audiences. Now you have to tell which words in the passage mean showed by example. Is it accomplished, demonstrated, or handicapped? Which word means showed by example? It is demonstrated. Now which word means very big? Percussion, millions, or enormous? Yes, it is enormous. Enormous means very big. Demonstrated means showed by example. Now, speech, direct and indirect narration. We will take examples from the text that we have read today. When we quote the exact words of the speaker, it is called direct speech. What is direct speech? When we quote exact words spoken by the speaker, it is called direct speech. Example is, men with bushy beards give me trouble. She laughed. She, who is she here? Evelyn Glennie. Evelyn Glennie laughs and says, Evelyn Glennie laughs and says, इसको बिल्कुल दोबारा से करना पड़ेगा मुझे. नोट कर लेना, इसको मैं दोबारा कर रही हूँ स्लाइड को. हाँ, यहाँ पर भी ये लफ्ज में भी. Now speech, direct and indirect narration. We are going to quote examples from the text and then try to understand what is direct narration and what is indirect narration. When we quote the exact words of the speaker, it is called direct speech. When we are telling what the other person said and we are quoting the exact words spoken by that person, it is called direct speech. Example is, men with bushy beards give me troubles. She laughed. These are the words of Evelyn Glennie. These are quoted exactly as she spoke them. And they are put within the inverted commas. These are the words spoken by Evelyn Glennie exactly as she spoke. And that is why they are put within the inverted commas. This is called direct speech. But when we tell what the speaker said in our own words, it is called indirect speech. When we change the words spoken by the speaker and tell what he or she said in our own words, then it is indirect speech. Evelyn confesses that she is something of a workaholic. Evelyn confesses. This is said by Evelyn, but we have changed it in our own words. That she is, instead of I am, we have used she is. Because we are telling what she said. She may call herself me and I, but we will call her she. So she is something of a workaholic. This is indirect speech. Now we will see how pronoun change with the change in speech. Direct speech. My speech is clear because I could hear till I was 11, she says. This is an extract from the lesson. This is told in direct speech. Here the pronouns my and I and again I are used. These are used by Evelyn Glennie for herself. But when we tell her words in our own words, then we change the pronoun. indirect speech. If we change this in indirect speech, we say, she says that her speech is clear because she could hear till she was 11. We have used she and her instead of I and my. Another example of direct speech. As for music, she explains, it pours in through every part of my body. Here, my is pronoun which is used. It is also a pronoun, but this is in third person and it does not change. Indirect speech. As for music, she explains that it pours in through every part of her body. It is not changed because it is in third person, but my is changed into her because we are referring to her and she was referring to herself. Okay? This is how we change pronoun when we change the speech from direct to indirect. Now thinking about the text. Name the various places and causes for which Evelyn performs. These are questions for you. Name the various places and causes for which Evelyn performs. Second is, how does Evelyn understand what the other person says? Now you have to answer these questions in 2 or 3 paragraphs. In 85 to 100 words, write 2 or 3 short paragraphs. How does Evelyn hear music? Second is, how does the life of Evelyn inspire you? Try to write the answers on your own. Now let us watch Evelyn Glennie perform in a concert. After reading this lesson, this is the reward that we should watch Evelyn perform in a concert and see how effortlessly she performs and how beautifully she expresses music. I hope you enjoyed the concert very much, and I would also suggest for watching Evelyn Glennie in concert 1991. It is available on YouTube. Also, you must watch How to Truly Listen by Evelyn Glennie. This is a TED Talk which is very famous, and she describes how to truly listen without hearing. Now I am going to leave you with some words of Evelyn Glennie. The body is like a huge ear. It's as simple as that. Thank you.